This Saturday, the World Boxing Super Series Super Middleweight 168-pound tournament marches on. Callum Smith and Chris Eubank Jr. are in the semi-finals. Today's matchup determines Eubank's opponent when George Groves 263-19 co faces Jamie Cox 230-13 co. The fight is for Groves' WBA Super World Super Middleweight title. Groves vs. Cox takes place this Saturday, October 14th in London. The card has a fight time of 2:00 p.m. ET. The show is on in the UK on ITV Box Office. WBSS cards now air in the US on Audience for the very limited number of people who get that, and you can visit World Boxing Super Series for possible streaming options if they make them available. How do these two stack up? Groves 29 years old 511.72, reach orthodox stance. Cox 31 years old 511.72, reach southpaw stance. What have these two done recently? Groves W. Fedor Chudanov TKO W. Eduard Gutnecht UDW Martin Murray Ud Cox W. Georgi Kandalaki PTSW Ivan Zhukov TKO W. Lewis Taylor TD. How did these two get here? Sitting at 3 on the Ring magazine list, George Groves is the highest-ranked fighter in the super middleweight bracket. Groves has been rising up the ranks in the UK for years, including a 2011 victory over James DeGale, but it was his 201,314 two-fight series with Carl Froch that really brought him to the next level on the international scene. He went 0-2 in those fights, though he was given a horrible stoppage in the first. Groves is 71 since in a mix of easy gimme fights and tougher matchups. He comes in off a good win over Fedor Chudanov in May that finally gave him the world title that had previously eluded him in his fights with Froch and Badujak. At 31 years old, Jamie Cox is actually the senior fighter here, but he certainly feels like the up-and-comer to Groves' grizzled vet. At 240, Cox is undefeated, but it's a rather hollow undefeated. He's yet to take a serious step up in competition, mostly going against overmatched foes. In fact, of his 24 wins, only 4 have come against opponents coming into the fight of a win. He also once defeated an opponent with a record of 131,345, which is, well, it's something. Cox was once thought of as a prospect worth watching, but that was some time ago, and he hasn't shown anything of note lately. What can fans expect? This is easily the worst quarterfinal fight in either of the WBSS tournaments. Groves is the best super middleweight in here, and he's fighting someone who honestly should not be in the tournament at all. This is just here to set up Groves vs. Eubanks in what should be a huge fight for UK fans. Prediction: George Groves, who should watch these WBSS fights have proven hard to track down. This one's probably not worth a massive effort on your part.